You have been praying for her for years. You have imagined the wedding, the home, the ministry, the life, and every night you close your eyes and ask God the same question. When? But here is the question you have never asked yourself, the one that keeps you awake when you are finally honest enough to stop pretending. What if she is already ready? What if God has already prepared her? What if she is on her knees right now in her bedroom, asking God to make you the man she can follow? And he keeps trying, and you keep refusing. This video is not about her. It is about you. And if you are brave enough to stay, you are about to discover 7 signs that you are not ready for what you have been asking for. Number 5 is going to hit so deep, you will need a moment. The truth you are about to hear will either break you open or keep you trapped. I am praying it breaks you open. Sign 1. You are chasing a trophy, not a partner. Be honest with yourself right now. You've been building a checklist: height, complexion, how she carries herself, how she makes you look when you walk into church on Sunday morning. You have been imagining how she will complete your image, how she will prove to everyone that you are a man of God, because look at who you are with. But here is what you have not been looking at: her character, her soul, the content of who she is when nobody is watching. Proverbs 31:30 says, "Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." Charm lies, beauty fades, but the fear of the Lord, that is what lasts. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine 2 men, both praying for a Proverbs 31 woman. The first man has a list: physical, visual, social. The second man has one question: does she fear God? Does her life show it? The first man gets exactly what he asked for: a beautiful woman who looks perfect on Sunday. But behind closed doors, no prayer life, no patience, no peace, no fear of God. And he is devastated because he prayed for the right title but the wrong thing. The second man gets a woman who is not everything he imagined physically, but she prays over him when he is broken. She builds with him when it is hard. She carries the presence of God into every room she enters, and he cannot believe God loved him that much. Which man are you right now? A Proverbs 31 woman is not a decoration. She is a declaration. You want a woman who makes you feel powerful. God wants to give you a woman who makes you genuinely powerful. But you cannot handle that yet. One is seeking a partner, the other is seeking a prize. God does not give prizes to men who are still playing games. Sign 2. You are financially undisciplined. This one is not going to sound spiritual. It is practical, uncomfortable, and it will stop God from trusting you with her faster than anything else. You want a woman who considers a field and buys it, who plants a vineyard with the fruit of her hands, who manages a household with wisdom and economic power. But look at your bank account right now. Look at your spending, your debt, your work ethic, your savings, your giving. I want you to think about something for a moment. A master builder does not hand his finest tools to a man who has never learned to be careful with basic ones. He watches, he tests, he gives smaller things first, and only when he sees faithfulness does he give more. God works the same way. Proverbs 31:16. She considers, evaluates, acts, invests, and builds. She creates, and you want her to join her life to a man with no financial vision, no discipline, no track record of faithfulness with what God has already placed in his hands. Luke 16:10. Whoever is faithful in very little is also faithful in much. Your finances right now are not just about money. They are God's test of your character, and that test result determines whether he can trust you with something greater. Get your house in order before she arrives. Sign 3. You handle conflict with silence or rage. This is where good men destroy the very thing they prayed for, without ever seeing it coming. When conflict arrives, and it always arrives, you do one of 2 things. You shut down, silence, withdrawal, cold emotional absence. You leave her alone in the room with nothing but unanswered questions. Or you erupt, rage, blame, words that cut deep and cannot be taken back. I want you to imagine something. It is 11 p.m. You and your wife have just had a disagreement. Nothing catastrophic, just a misunderstanding about something small. But instead of talking, you go silent. You turn over. You say nothing. She lies there in the dark, wide awake, replaying the conversation, wondering what she did wrong. wondering if you still love her, wondering if this is what the rest of her life looks like. She does not need a perfect husband in that moment. She needs a present one. Proverbs 31:26. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. She leads with wisdom. She responds with kindness. And you want to bring your unresolved wounds into a home with a woman like that? God knows what her tears would look like at 2 a.m. He is protecting her from that version of you, not because he is withholding your blessing, because he is building a better version of you first. The work is not finding her. The work is becoming safe enough to deserve her. If you think your temper is the biggest hurdle, wait until we look at the secret most men are hiding in sign 5. Sign 4. You are not a man of your word. This one exposes the foundation of your entire character. You make promises you do not keep. You say you will change and you do not. You tell God you will surrender and you take it back. You tell yourself this is the last time, and it never is. Think about the men in your life you trust completely, the ones whose word means something. When they say they will be there, they are there. When they commit, they follow through. When they promise, they deliver. Now ask yourself honestly, are you that man to anyone right now? Proverbs 26. Many a man proclaims his own steadfast love, but a faithful man who can find? Faithful men are rare. That is the point of the question. She is coming, and she will watch what you say and compare it to what you do. She will give you her trust carefully because she has been hurt before. And the moment she discovers your word is hollow, that trust is gone, possibly forever. A Proverbs 31 woman is not looking for a man who talks a good game. She is looking for a man whose life is the proof. Stop making promises. Start building a history. Sign 5. You are feeding a secret that will destroy everything. Number 5 is brutal. Stay with me here, because this is the one most men click away from. And it is the exact reason the breakthrough keeps getting delayed. You are using pornography and lust to fill the void. Every week, every night, telling yourself it is the last time. And it never is. You cannot ask God to send you a pure, faithful, virtuous woman while you are giving your eyes and your heart away to strangers on a screen. You are asking God to bless a double life. Matthew 5:28. Everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. I need you to understand something that nobody is saying clearly enough. Pornography is not just a moral failure. It is a medical one. Scientists who study the brain have documented what happens to a man who consumes it consistently. The reward pathways rewire. The appetite escalates. The capacity for real intimacy shrinks. Real connection starts to feel boring compared to the artificial stimulation. So when God finally sends you a real woman, a living, breathing daughter of the Most High, she will not be able to compete with what you have trained yourself to want. And you will not even understand why. You will think something is wrong with her. You will compare her, withdraw from her, punish her with your emotional absence. And she will spend years wondering what she did wrong. You are not just sinning against God. You are already sinning against her. Before you have even met her, you are already stealing from your future marriage, already poisoning the well. Here is what should break your heart. She is somewhere right now, fasting, praying, keeping herself pure, trusting God with her future, believing that the man he is preparing for her is doing the same. Are you? This is the door, right here, this moment. You either walk through it into freedom, or you stay on the other side and stay trapped. God is not asking you to be perfect. He is asking you to be surrendered completely. Starting now, type surrender in the comments. Not for me, as your declaration before God today. Sign 6. Your spiritual life is a performance, not a reality. You are going to resist this one because you have been so good at hiding it. At church, you raise your hands. Online, you post scriptures. In Bible study, you give the right answers. You look like a man of God in public. But close the door, turn off the audience, sit alone in the quiet. What does your actual prayer life look like? Let me tell you about two types of trees. The first tree looks magnificent. Full branches, beautiful leaves, impressive from the road. But its roots are shallow. The moment a real storm comes, it falls completely because everything it had was surface. The second tree looks ordinary, nothing impressive from the outside, but its roots go 20 feet deep. When the storm hits, it bends, but it does not break, because what matters most is invisible. That is the difference between a performer and a leader. Proverbs 31:23. Her husband is known at the gates, not because of what he posts, because of who he genuinely is. His reputation is built on real character, not a highlight reel. She is not looking for a man with a platform. She is looking for a man with a prayer life, not a celebrity, a priest, a man who carries the presence of God into the home every single day, not just Sunday morning. Build the private life. The roots. That is where real leadership is born. Sign 7. You are using her to escape your loneliness. This is the deepest sign. And if you miss this one, you will miss everything. You are lonely right now, not just single. Lonely in your soul. And instead of bringing that to God, you are using the idea of her to medicate it. Here is the danger nobody warns you about. A broken man who gets the woman he prayed for does not become whole. He becomes desperate. He transfers all of his unhealed need onto one person. He needs her validation to feel confident, her presence to feel peace, her affection to feel worthy. And she starts to feel it. The weight of being someone's everything. The pressure of being responsible for a grown man's emotional survival. It is suffocating. And eventually, she cannot breathe. Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. God wants to heal your loneliness right now, not when she arrives. Now, in this season, in the silence, in the waiting. Here is the test. Can you worship without her? Serve without her? Wake up with genuine peace and purpose without her? Can you sit alone on a Friday night and actually be okay? If the answer is no, you are not ready. Because marriage does not heal loneliness. It reveals it. A Proverbs 31 woman is not coming to complete you. She is coming to multiply what God has already completed in you. She is not the source. She is the sign that you have already found the source. Become whole first. The rest follows. Let me leave you with this. Most men who watch this video will close it and change nothing. They will feel the conviction and choose comfort. They will close the app and open the very thing sign 5 warned them about. They will make another promise to themselves they will not keep. But not you. Because something brought you here today. And it was not an accident. God does not waste conviction. Every time you feel it and ignore it, it gets a little quieter. Until one day you stop feeling it at all. And that silence, is the most dangerous place a man can be. So do not waste this moment. You do not have to be perfect today. You just have to be honest. Honest with God. Honest with yourself. Honest about which of these 7 signs has your name written on it. Say it out loud right now. God, I am not ready, but I am finally willing to let you make me ready. That prayer, that single moment of surrender, is the beginning of everything. Type ready if something shifted in you today. Type surrender if sign 5 was the one God sent you here for. And before you close this, Send it to one man in your contacts. You might be the reason his life changes today. She is out there. She is praying. She is waiting. And so is God. Become the man and watch what he does next.